Welcome to DaveCha Moments. This is another episode where we have our great mentors, we have our parents, we have our pastors, Bishop. Yes, and we're here to learn from them. They are celebrating their 15th marriage anniversary, and we're here with them now where we are at Sun and Sons Hotel, Mombasa. And part of it, we're here for a retreat, but apart from that, they're celebrating their 15 years. So we are here with them so that we can learn more from them. 15 years, sio kidogo. Nowadays, we hear that 3 months divorced, tuwezi kaa pamoja. But we thank God because they are apart from just being here for 15 years, they are inspiration to so many of us. I think you know Net Ministries Trust, Good Samaritan, is this Good Samaritan Church? Samaritan Ark, the pastors at Samaritan Ark. I know God is using them in mighty ways. So I want us to hear from them and what has made them stand and what has ensured that they are keeping going as they mentor people and they ensure that they excel in their leadership capacities. So thank you so much and welcome. Maybe my wife can say something before.
Hi DaveCha fans. Thank you so much for tuning in. Here with us we have great people and we want to hear from them, from their marriage life. They've been married for 15 years and we would like to know more about it, how they have made it to this far, because we know there are a lot of challenges surrounding marriages nowadays. So we want to hear from them. They are great people that we know. We have interacted with them in many areas, especially in ministry and in the church. So we want to hear from you guys. Karibuni sana. Thank you.
Yeah, please let me introducing yourselves.
Yeah, we are not so good people. We're just ordinary people.
Ordinary people who do extraordinary things.
My name is Nitos. I'm a husband. I'm a father. I'm a pastor, and I'm a mentor, life coach, and doing tent making through consultancy, governance, policy, and leadership. And above all, I'm a brother in Christ.
Thank you.
Yes, thank you so much, DaveCha Moments, for having us this evening. My name is Val Nitos. I'm a wife, I'm a mother, and above all, I'm a born-again Christian. Yes, and I'm glad to be here this evening.
Thank you. You're welcome.
Success.
Yeah. What do you think has made you strong? I know, maybe I don't know how many systems tunakuwa na challenges. Sometimes we feel we have a lot of challenges. I remember sometimes my wife tells me you need to talk, and you see when you're told you need to talk, there is something wrong somewhere. 15 years now.
Yeah.
What has made you stand up to now?
Yeah, thanks. Number one, we came here just to recharge our batteries because it's been such a fast year with a lot of activities here and there. But sometimes it's just good to pause and reflect and again regain some energy as you walk. The Bible says that Prophet of God was told that eat, for the journey is long. Likewise, the journey for marriage, it's not a smooth ride, but it's fun. So we do have our challenges. We do have some flaws as human beings. We are not perfect. But in the marriage garage, we must be ready for panel beating. Because marriage is a garage with some tools and equipment which, if well used, will lead to a better outcome. Unless you use a spanner on the window screen, then you smash everything. So what has kept us going for the last 15 years? Number one, having God as the third strand of marriage. Because we always speak of this to young folks that marriage is like an isosceles triangle where base angles and two sides kind of equal,
Yeah.
but they must be joined at the apex. When the line is drawn, it makes a right angle. So when you have God at the end, at the third strand, then both of us, when life pushes us to other side, but God will be pushing each other with God. But if we leave God, and then we're the two of us at the base, then we are bound to balance. So number one, what has kept us going is God. God at the apex of a marriage, right before, during, and after the wedding. And number two is prayer. My wife is such a prayer warrior. I do pray, yes, but she prays more than I. So prayer, and sometimes we pray together. She's been following the family matters, and also my prayer partner. And number three, friendship was, I married my friend. We knew each other for about 3 years or so.
Before?
Yes, when we courted for 2 years, we knew each other for about 2 years before. So around 4 to 5 years, then we wedded. So I married a friend whom we can talk to. We can speak hard and understand that this is the thing. When you talk those moments that we need to talk, yeah, we also have such moments that you don't need to talk. you need to come back and really wonder what is the subject matter. No, we need to talk, put things aside, and then it's the time. Number four is having some support, strong support system. People that can at least tell you, look, this is not the way, this is the way to go. And you must have some checkmates, those people you are accountable to. And that has kept us going. And number five, without finishing everything, from where I sit, what I know, is also investing in marriage as an institution, because marriage was ordained by God for God. And so we enter into it. That's why the Bible says that those who enter into it should not just do it as an afterthought. You should be very careful, very intentional as you go into it, because it's not a contract, it's a covenant. It's not a contract that you can revoke today, walk into there tomorrow and come. No, it's a covenant. And it's a covenant, and those vows, young people normally make them during weddings, just for the sake of getting a marriage certificate and walking out. But the vows, the words should be lived up to. So we have also invested our time and marriage into platforms or accountability forums like retreats and seminars and marriage stuff, where we can also at least learn some things.
But I know you're equally a strong woman, just like that year. And you're also a politician. Yes. As you tell us, at least what makes you continue and going. How do you balance? How do you balance this thing? Because I've seen you in campaigns. I'm like, hey, gosh, yes, tell us more.
Well, thank you, Dave. He's talked about, my husband has talked almost about everything that I wanted to say, but what keeps us going, number one is the relationship that we have with God. God is everything. God is the one who made marriage, and you know very well that when you go to a manufacturer, they know everything. They know everything about the product that they make. So God is the one who made and ordained marriage. So when you include God in your marriage, then it becomes easier to walk through those years. Because honestly speaking, marriage is not easy. Sometimes people say marriage is not a bed of roses. Those who are not married are running into marriage. The singles, they really want to get into marriage, but those who are already in it want to actually walk out thinking that the grass is always greener on the other side. But the thing that we've learned is to cultivate our relationship, cultivate our marriage, and above all, ask God to help us to keep the vows that we made to each other on the day of our wedding. The walk has not been easy, but we told ourselves that as much as sometimes things may be difficult, we may go through issues, some small fights here and there, but what we've decided is hakuna kuvumiliana. We want to enjoy the marriage, and not enduring, but enjoying the marriage. And we've also decided that yes, we are here to stay. No one is working out. Yeah, even when tough issues come, we sort them out. Yes.
We discussed it, and no fights. When you say fight, I think you might be quoted for challenges and stuff. The beauty is that there's no.
Okay, they're not physical fights.
No. I meant that vow, not to lay hands on. I've never laid hands on. So whether there could be some kind of you may discuss and not agree, but again you need to retreat and again do an introspection, talk to your heart. What is it? Then again coming in and discuss the matter. And one thing actually which you've constantly tried to do amidst these challenges that never ever go to bed without resolving the matter. Which is not so easy.
So we have to talk.
So we have to talk here, but
on the bed or outside the bed or where?
Ideally outside that house, but if it is within, it should be done in the homestead. If it's odd hours, but the idea of going to bed without addressing an issue or forgiving, in that case, is sometimes dire than not talking about it. So the act of conversation, communication, and also letting go sometimes, okay, fine. Because if you are committed to a cause, then you should have at least some room for alliance. And that's where you let go. But not like, no, I'm always right, my way or highway. And that's the thing. Because challenges are there are so many. There's so many. And then again, needs will always be so many. And sometimes we need to balance what do we need to do about this. So challenges, yes, we do face challenges. Yeah.
But you have to act on them. You have to discuss them.
Absolutely. Because life with challenges is boring.
It's boring also.
Yes.
I remember we were discussing sometime and we were saying that those unresolved issues later become
irreconcilable. Yeah. Those irreconcilable differences can be difficult if you never reconcile them. So there must be intentionality in talking about them before they become irreconcilable. Because they build up, and then end up something else.
That is the problem, communication. Yes. Because I've seen many friends of mine where one side has completely locked himself or herself. No conversation. Is it about money? Is a problem.
Well, money, yeah, but money is not everything, in marriage. Though it contributes a huge fraction. Statistically, if you get everything through marriage and separation or divorce, which is sadly affecting even our society today, you'll find 78% is caused due to lack of communication.
So communication.
Not money.
Not lack of money.
Communication. And this is well embedded in the Bible, where we first see the first marriage in the Garden of Eden, when the Lord created Adam, and out of Adam he created Eve. And the first thing, it was not about money, it was about conversation. When he said, wow, bone of my bones, the flesh. It was conversation, so it was not poetry. So what sustains families? What should God? Then with God all things are possible. But sometimes we rush into making money, and you find we forget the place of family. After making money, what next? I'm not saying that money is bad. Money is okay, but sometimes we rush into making money than making families. Then we break the family. Because the fabric, the basic institution that God made is family.
So even if things are tough, let's talk.
We need to talk. Those hard talks.
don't go to sleep. Yeah, sometimes it's not easy, but you know, once you've made that decision that we don't go to bed before we solve issues. But at first, I won't lie, it was not easy in those early days of marriage. It was not easy, you know, like when I'm annoyed, I tend to keep quiet, you know, because I don't want to rush into speaking. I may say something that I really did not mean to say. And you know, once you put your words out there, you cannot take them back, yeah? So I tend to be quiet when I'm annoyed. But for him, it's like, you know, we need to discuss, we need to talk about this. And, you know, he keeps reminding me that you cannot go to bed without solving issues. So I have learned through the years that yes, when something is wrong and we need to discuss, we need to talk about it and iron out the issue and then come up with a solution before we go to bed.
No, at first I did also had some feelings. Anytime I offered we need to talk, I feel defensive immediately about it. And I said, I'm going to be attacked. But I realized that later I realized that they're important. As we talk, they're important. At least I get some things I didn't have. And today she told me that one of the things she wants to see changing in me is that she wants me to add weight. You know, I've never seen it that important. I'm okay with myself, I'm okay with my weight, I'm just fine. And then today, what would you like to see change in me? And then she says, I want you to add weight. And I'm like, gosh, it has not come to that level. So there's no way, there's no option. I have to get into the program of adding.
We wish you the best. It's true. Conversations or setting time for such discussions are healthy for me.
Yeah.
Sometimes just want to hear from you. But again, we shouldn't wait until we need to talk moments come.
Yeah.
Or sometimes there comes a lot of bashing, stonewalling. I knew it. So those I told you, you didn't listen. So such kind of moments would be good. Sometimes also get feedback.
Yeah.
Because feedback helps in feed forward. Strategic planning, you get some feedback, then you improve these areas and you move on. And it should not be accusatory. It should be more of trying to get meaning on what you said, which perhaps may have been misquoted. So the thing. So we need to get to such, like even the motion mover, or we need to talk, should also have at least some room for what?
Some courtesy.
Some room for adjustments. And when you make it as a habit, then it makes such talks not to be scary. But we look forward to something.
Wow, thank you so much. At least I hope you're getting something. This is DaveCha Moment. Please subscribe for more content. Maybe do you have any question before we wrap up?
Mine is just to say thank you so much. We've learned a lot. In fact, we are in our 11th year. We are not here now, so we had been kidogo, but we look up to you guys. You are an inspiration to us. We follow you. We follow you even in your church. We normally follow you and you're great people. You're very grateful to have you. And may the Lord bless you so much.
Amen. Glory to God. Thank you, DaveCha. Keep going. And love is great. Mind works.
Thank you so much.
And you subscribe, DaveCha.
Please let them subscribe.
Amen.
Just here to encourage people know that it can always happen.
Amen.
Things can always change. You can always have a good life. And I thank God first.
God first.
Yes.
Alpha and Omega.
Yes. God first.
Seek first the kingdom of God.
Yes.
And His righteousness, and then the rest shall be added.
Thank you guys. Subscribe. Thank you so much.
We sign off from Sun and Sand Hotel in Mombasa. God bless you and bye bye.